So, I don't know if anybody's been hearing the news. I would hope that you don't live underneath the rock, but Deontay Wilder is going to be fighting Alexander Usyk. I probably botched that name. I'm not Ukrainian. Shout out to the Ukrainian community though. You know, they've had some amazing boxers. But anyways, yeah, we're just going to be talking about Deontay Wilder versus Usyk. And what are my thoughts? I genuinely think, and it's going to sound crazy, because if you look at the highlights of Alexander Usyk versus Anthony Joshua, there was a round where he got clipped. And that's the thing. Alexander Usyk has great movement, but he keeps his hands down, and sometimes he takes punishment. And you can't afford to take fucking punishment against Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. You shouldn't even be able to afford to do that against Anthony Joshua. And then yet alone Deontay Wilder. And a lot of people don't give Deontay Wilder enough credit. His distance, it's people try to shit on his boxing. But the crazy thing about it, if you look at some of his old fights, I was watching one of his fights against Chris Arreola. His distance management was absolutely beautiful. He was using his main tools, which is his height, and then the absolute weapon at the end of it. Like, I can't get wrong with the man for doing that. So yeah, I definitely think that Deontay Wilder has a puncher's chance against Alexander Usyk. He needs to come in, keep his distance management up, keep the volume of punches up. So even if Alexander Usyk gets by, the short hook is right there. That's a problem. A lot of taller fighters don't know how to fight close range when they need to. Keep him at bay. Now, if he gets past if he gets past your reach, now it's time to throw the hooks. Now it's time to get tight with your guard. Now it's time to slip. Now it's time to pivot out. A great example, Mayweather was amazing at this. But there's no way he should be standing in front of a guy that's 6'3" when you're 6'7". And who knows? I don't know the exact amount of reach advantage, but he has a fucking reach advantage. Use that shit. Deontay Wilder needs to lock the fucking, bro. Deontay Wilder, if you're watching this, bro, you need to lock in, bro. I am rooting for you because you can take all those belts and retire with a happy ending, literally. The most beautiful happy ending in boxing. You had your mishaps. You had your failures. The world turned on you. The world made fun of you. But when it came down to it, your heart persevered. Styles make fights. Just because Usyk beat the guy that beat the guy doesn't mean that when he fights the guy that beat the guy that beat the guy that he's going to beat him. I've seen this happen so many times in sports in general. We've seen it happen in football. We've seen it happen in wrestling. We've seen it happen in boxing. I've seen it happen so many times. One thing about me when I wrestled, bro, I never took anybody lightly. Even if I beat the guy that beat the guy, because that guy could have a different style that I could struggle with. Right? Let's say I beat that guy. He just can't guard my shot. I was a shooter. I could shoot on you all day. But then I wrestle a guy, and then who knows, the guy that lost to him might be a thrower. I struggled with throwers. They were that threw people. So, yeah, man, it's just crazy. It's crazy when you really think about it and you break it down. I really, really hope that he takes this fight serious. I think he should put some weight on. The best Deontay Wilder I think I ever saw was when you had size on you, where your shoulders look huge. When he started looking like an actual basketball player, I don't know why he started slimming down. The power was gone. Deontay Wilder, get off the fucking vegan diet, my nigga. This is not no disrespect. Get off the vegan diet. Start eating meat. Get your shoulders big. Keep them at bay. Increase the volume of your punches. And knock that nigga the fuck out. Now, Alexander Usyk has to be extremely careful coming into this bout. Because the difference between him and Tyson Fury didn't have a reach disadvantage. And I think Deontay Wilder generally struggles with dudes that are his height. Like, he has to fight completely different. You know what I mean? That's just Clash of the Titans at that fucking point. So Alexander Usyk needs to keep that in mind. He needs to He needs to, you know, keep his footwork pristine, but also his hands the fuck up. And let those punches land on his fist, not on his face. Because if he allows Deontay Wilder one chance, Deontay Wilder's always said that. The fighter has to be, he doesn't have to be perfect the whole fight. The other fighter does. Because all it takes is one hit by his hands. And I still believe in his power, and I still believe it's there. But he needs to build up his legs. He needs to take this fight. All I need is one last one, bro. You ever been at football practice, bro? And the coach is like, bro, all I need is one more sprint. Everything you got. And you ain't got shit, but there's like some reserve. Just real nigga inside you, bro, that comes out when it needs to fucking come out. What are we talking about, bro? So, I'm telling y'all, lock the fuck in. Deontay, you can win this shit. I'm always going to go most of the time for the black fighter. Except when it was Devin Haney against Ryan Garcia. You deserve that shit, nigga. But anyways, let's get it.